The Republic Consular class was initially a diplomatic cruiser, hence its red hull paint. However, with the advent of the Clone Wars, many of these ships were refitted for battle. The Acclamator class was a versatile troop transport used by the Republic. It was the primary troop landing platform used during the Clone Wars, but also served in attack and even fighter carrying roles, thanks to both their configurability and functional design. The munificent line started its life within the private commercial navies of the banking clan. However, as the Clone Wars broke out, it became the CIS's frontline capital ship. Munificents were well armed for their size, sporting a unique pair of long-range double turbo laser and ion cannons. While the Victory Star Destroyer was a staple of the Imperial Navy, it actually first saw its use for the Republic as a more heavily armed counterpart to the VENATOR. The VENATOR was the workhorse of the Republic Navy. Despite being underarmed for its size and probably more properly a dedicated carrier, VENATOR Star Destroyers often engaged Separatist ships directly. The Recusant was a highly automated capital ship, typically deployed in numbers. According to the Incredible Vehicles reference book, there's actually an upsized variant of the Recusant, which is over twice as long. The standard Providence is actually somewhat shorter than the Recusant, but without the skeletal structure, it's much more massive overall. The Providence, like the Recusant, also came in two variants, and according to the old StarWars.com encyclopedia website, there was a larger Dreadnought variant, which I'll show in a second. Most Providences, however, were the standard size, and even the Invisible Hand was not the larger type. The Maelstrom was a rare Republic battlecruiser, which I've covered before in a dedicated video. It only appears in Lead by Example in RPG Supplement, and we don't know its size or appearance. However, based on descriptions within the book, mainly the fact that it's shaped like a cranked delta wing and it has a Venator style command structure, we were able to come up with what I think to be a fairly realistic portrayal. When figuring out size, we decided that it shouldn't be as large as the PRAETOR, and ended up comparing its cost with that of the Venator, leading us to a fair length of 2.5 kilometers. Lucrehulks were refitted cargo ships used primarily to transport droids and carry starfighters during the Clone Wars. However, as the conflict went on, many of these ships were further militarized with extra weapons, making them a very versatile and deadly capital ship. The PRAETOR was a battlecruiser created by Kuat Drive Yards as part of their sector defense fleets. During the Clone Wars, PRAETORs were upgraded past their Ruusan Reformation limits and sold to the Republic. famous subjugator was the Malevolence, but in Legends there was also the Malevolence 2 and the Devastation. The Mandator was perhaps the first proper dreadnought in galactic history. Like the Praetor, it was part of the Kuat defense fleet, and was upgraded and sold to the Republic during the Clone Wars. A second, more powerful variant, the Mandator 2, was also unveiled. The Empire would later use the Mandator 3, and canon gives us the Mandator 4, while Legends also gives us the Bellator, an offshoot of the line. We've never actually seen the Mandator, so when creating the model, we decided to start with the Bellator Star Destroyer, but have it focus a little less on a sleek, speedy look and make it bulky and wide. It was important to maintain distinct ridges, as those are explicitly referred to within Jason Fry's endnotes. Guys, thank you very much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share. These videos are expensive to make, and I'd like to be able to keep making them. Let me know which ships you'd like to see compared next, and make sure to check out the artist's work, which I've put in the description and the pinned comments. Anyway, until next time guys, this has been EckhartsLadder. May the Force be with you.